Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to you on this wake up call. I'm sorry about the delay this morning. Had a few technical difficulties. Sometimes things have you running around at the last minute, and I do not like doing things at the last minute, but I had to this morning because when your children are involved, you got to stop sometimes and do what you got to do. So I had an emergency phone call I had to take care of right before 7:30, but I got that taken care of, and you're back in the cave with your host, No Covers. We're hitting you live this morning. If you want to talk to the host this morning, press the one dial because there's certain things I want to talk about, and if there's some folks that want to chime in, you're welcome to chime in this morning because I may extend the show a little bit this morning because I want to talk about Black business. I think I got the announcements posted online. Hey, graduated last night. Got that out the way. Nails are finished. Getting my time back, so I get those 25 hours back. But I go back out this morning. I'm looking for a booth. I'm looking for a place to house No Covers Naturals. I think I got two possible possibilities. So we're gonna see what. We're gonna let God lead, man. Sometimes you just gotta let God lead, not be in a hurry. Um, and in business, you got to do that sometimes. You got to follow God's path and follow right leadership and right guidance. We've got the business directory set up online, nocovers.com. The way it works, I'm going to keep stressing, you can go sign up at nocovers.com, become a member of No Covers. Everything in the directory is available. If you have a product, Mr. Hankins put his book online today. You artists that are out there that got books and have trouble selling, you don't have to get a website. You don't have to pay that money every month. We're paying. So it's called, as my good friend Frankie Roberts say, it's called reciprocity. You give back. So we're opening our site up. We got limited space, so it's first come basis. Mr. Hankins jumped on it right away. You send me your book, send me the ad, we'll post it. When we post it on our page, anybody that shops through the network or comes through our business network here locally and buys your book, we will send you that order. When we send you the order, you deliver the order, we'll send you your money. It's that simple. How do we make money? It's called giving back. That's how we make money. You know, there's a saying in Quran that the hand that's like this, that's giving, is better than the hand that's like this, that's open and receiving. You give and you get back. That's how life works. The yin and the yang. You give, you receive. You give, you receive. It's better to give than receive. You know, Quran, Bible is both the same parables. It's both one God. We all worship in the same way. We can walk in the same direction. You give and you get back. So that's how we work. We give it no covers. We post ad. We post. This is community activism at its best. Social media community activism. You all stay on Facebook. You all stay on Twitter. You know, you all stay on social media. So we going where the people at. You churches that don't understand that, I'm sorry, because you're losing your members because they're tuning in here. You're losing all you're losing your fellowship because the people are tuning in here. And I got pastors saying, I don't do Facebook. The government, hey man, don't worry about the government. If they want something on you, they got you. There's enough spy cams in the sky. They're gonna find you if you want you. You can't hide. Privacy, you ain't got no privacy nowadays. And what you doing? Oh, you're a servant and you want to be private? Then don't be a servant. Servants can't be private. Servants have to be transparent for the people. Jesus was transparent. He walked with his disciples. You know, you want to serve the people. Martin Luther King was transparent. Barack Obama is transparent, but you want to hide, but you want to serve the people. You can't be all in a shelter hiding everything. You must got something to hide. You know, I don't want people in my business. Then you don't want to serve the people. The people need to see you out there. The people need to see you doing. Brother called me yesterday. Thank you, Brother Ali. I appreciate the good words of comment. He said, Dawood, keep running. I appreciate that. Brother called me to get his nails done. That's my brother. He said, man, I'm not going over there to get my nails done. I'm coming to see you. You my brother. So that's how it works. You give back, you give, you receive. And he called me. He said, man, you're visible. You out there. Keep doing what you're doing, like what you're doing. And that's love coming from my Muslim brother who used to be my former minister. I stepped in after he stepped down and replaced, took his shoes and ran with him for a while. So that's love. You know, brother called me and I used to, fight. He said, brother, I'm watching you. Keep running, keep running, keep running. So I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Black business. The debacle. Why I use the word debacle? Because debacle is a sudden or enormous failure. You know, Black business were at one time very successful. The problems that we have in black business, I'm gonna try to real quickly stem this, because Deborah made a post yesterday, and that's my sister. And you don't come at my sister, I'm gonna post back. That's my sister. You know, she's running. And so she made a post yesterday, and folks got upset. You know, some of them did, I hear. Because she was saying that if you don't shop with, especially Crossland, we're talking about the black hair industry, we're talking about the black beauty, health and beauty industry, which I just become a member of. If you don't shop with that certain clientele, we shouldn't shop with you. And I agree. If Mr. Crossland don't get it, ask them to order it for you. But for them to put a, and not being racist or not being against another race, but for a Korean shop on Market, and then turn around and put one right up the street from him at the Old Family Dollar, it boxed them in. And so you going here and here, but you're not shopping with him. You know, I wear these kufis. This is my brand of kufi. Everybody got a brand. I used to wear these when I was coming up in Islam. I was always known for wearing kufis. So when I got free again, that I could do pretty much free. You know, I'm glad I have a boss like Mr. Roberts who allowed me to be myself and be free, where some people want me to, you know, sugarcoat stuff. But I'm proud to have a brother like that who, you know, looks out for a brother. I like to wear my kufis. That's a trademark of mine. So I used to buy them from the Korean store. I used to shop with them till I got here. You know, when I started doing this black business thing, and I started focusing on black business, and I started studying our history, I started to grow. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. Used to do things as a child. So I used to go to them, and the reason why, because they had a wide variety of the kufis. They had a black, and this one's a red underneath. They had white, they had brown, they had purple, they had yellow, they had, I mean, they got them lined up. You ever been in the store, they got it lined. So I started going to Mr. Crossland. Mr. Crossland didn't have as many varieties as they had. You know, I asked Mr. Crossland, talked to him, get a couple more in for me. But if I needed him, he'll order them from me. But initially, he didn't have them. So what did I do? I just stopped wearing the odd colors. I started wearing the basic, the red, the black, the white, and maybe a blue every once in a while. I just changed my colors because he had what I needed. The price was the same. And so instead of me spending that, because I buy them every month, I go out and buy probably about 5 or 10 a month, because when you wash a kufi, it's done. And if anybody's growing dreads, know that you know, you hang it underneath, you sweat, you wash them, they got to throw them away. Hey, it's mine, it was $2.99, buy some more. So about 10 a month, you know, about $30 a month. I was spending with them. I go spend it with Mr. Crossland now. He'll see me come on my bike. He know what I'm coming to get. I'm coming to get that and my new growth for my hair. So he knows. Spend money with him. Why? Because I'm supporting a brother in black business. Now, when we look at this plight of the black business, when I say debacle, it's because we haven't always had that problem. I pulled some stuff up this morning. Paul Currier was a sea captain with prior Civil War. Was a sea captain, had an all-black crew doing big business. William Lefstoff was the first black millionaire. San Francisco open hotel. Carla Brown had a successful laundry business, focusing on black. And she was getting white clientele too. Successful laundry business. In the 1850s, doing big business. Madam C.J. Walker, we know her story, doing big business. You know, especially design product for black people. Black people were shopping, doing big business. Yeah, this was before Revlon started carrying your products. You get where I'm going with this, if you follow me. North Carolina Mutual, Spalding, Moore, Murdoch. Door to door. I remember my father was a North Carolina Mutual insurance salesman growing up. He used to have a little trophy for top salesman of the month. Yeah, North Carolina Mutual going door to door in the black. Yeah, this is before State Farm started hiring us. I still support Brother Brown and Brother Dickerson, but this was before State Farm started hiring us. North Carolina Mutual was the one that came and knocked on your door every day because you didn't have another option. That's what I'm going with. The debacle with black business is only because you have another option. Back in the day, you didn't have too many options. You went downtown and you went downstairs in Woolworth sometime. Not upstairs. You went downstairs. You were basement shoppers. You getting when integration happened and black folks fled to the malls and they started opening malls, it killed the inner city black businessman. When you look at Black Wall Street, the history of Tulsa, it was because the black businesses was not only getting white clientele, they were getting black clientele. When you look at Wilmington on Fire, here in Wilmington, North Carolina, the black business owners in Wilmington were getting black clientele as long with white clientele. That's the history of our business. Business in America for black folks, there was a time when the black consumer didn't have options. So when you have the debate now on whether do I shop with it, why blacks don't shop with black businesses, is because only because you understand, consumer, only because you have an option. There was a time when you didn't go downtown to shop with the white man because it was cause you problems. So you just didn't go. I don't really want to go downtown today. Why? Because something might happen. So you didn't go shop with him. And there was a time where you couldn't eat over at the fancy restaurants. You didn't have a catch that had a brother that had a restaurant, so you couldn't go eat over at Bonefish Grill. You couldn't get in there. And then you see the movie Life. You saw the movie. White only pies. Yeah, white only pies. You go down the street 20 miles to get your black only pies. There was a time where you didn't have this option. Now that you have an option to go shop here, because of integration. Yes, I'm connecting the dots here this morning. So when you look at black business and the failure of black business and the failure, it's a whole lot going on. It's not just the failure of black business. It's the failure of the black church. It's the failure of the black family. It's the failure of the black community. All of it has a direct connection to integrated because we integrated in the wrong formula. Not saying the integration was wrong. I'm saying that the way we integrated with no formula. So we just thrust into a sit down at the counter with white folks, but forgot about the brother over at Booty's that would eventually close and go to have to work 2 or 3 nights a week because blacks wasn't eating at his restaurant in the morning anymore for breakfast. They was going to Golden Corral now because they had integrated in. There is a historical connection to why black business are the way they are. Yes, they should be more stocked up. Yes, they should be more service oriented. Yes, they should open on time. However, we as the consumer must understand the historical context to why there is a big failure of black businesses. No, they can't go to the loan and get the same loan that I just found out the other day that a lot of these Chinese and Korean people are coming in here getting. Why? Because China is influxing so much money into the country. And with that, you are able to get loans so they can get these quick visas to keep bringing more people in. There's a whole underlying connection here to why the black business owner is failed. So for another black business owner to not even want to shop with another black, that's heresy. That can't even happen. And for us as black consumers, yes, understand. Just understand. When you have the option, and I'm not telling you can't use your option, or you shouldn't. I'm telling you shouldn't, but I'm not telling you can't. You have every right to use your option to go to the mall to get the product you want because the black owner might not have it or might wait. But understand when you use that option. Understand when you use that option, there was a time when you didn't have that option. There was a time when he didn't even want to see you come in his store. There was a time when he would sell you lesser products, lesser quality products. He would only put them on the shelf for you. He would keep the good quality products for himself. There was a time when you couldn't even walk and sit in that restaurant and eat. So when you reject the community now, when you reject the black owner now, when you reject the black supplier now, understand you're rejecting yourself and your history and your people. That's all. Just understand you're rejecting who you really are. And you're not helping us build a stronger community. What we're doing is feeding into the system that continues to break down our family, continues to break down our community, continues to break down our church life. Yes, especially our church life. Yes. You pastors, I just said this morning, for you all that don't do Facebook, Twitter, and tell me you don't do social media, you're losing your church life because you're not gravitating to your people, so they're not even coming to see you on Sunday morning anymore. So that's the last institution that we have. and you churches when it comes to business. Why not Sunday morning? Just like No Covers promotes black business, please on Sunday morning this morning, hey, take a black business and promote it in your congregation. If you alone would tell from the pulpit every member of your congregation to go to Mr. Crossland and spend $1. If every church in this town told their congregation, I want you to go to Crossland Beauty Supply Store and just spend $1 this week, he will grow. And you do that with the next black business, they will grow. And the next black business, they will grow. They will grow. They will grow. And then we will grow. And that's why we have nocovers.com. Now we have a place where you can come online. And as we continue to add more black businesses in our network, you'll come online. Like this morning, you go online and get Mr. Hankins' book. That's adding to his growth. And you all the other have businesses, you can come and we'll advertise you, and so that we can keep this dollar circulating back in our community and we can defeat what was planned when they integrated. Yeah, we can beat it. It was something. It was a plan. But even though we're already in it now, we can't get out of it. We might as well roll with it. So if we're going to roll with it, understand the history of it so we can defeat it and defeat their plans of destroying our community. I'm your brother. I love you. And Deborah, don't let them get you down. You keep running. You keep promoting Mr. Crossland, because I'm sure buying all my nail and beauty supplies from Mr. Crossland Beauty Supply Store. I will not give them folks one dime of my money. Peace and blessings. Y'all keep running.